Carl had been in Sarandë for 4 days. Not a particularly long time, unless you have booked an entire month. Like many travellers planning a trip, Carl chose this town the same way most people do. He looked at a few photos online. The water was bright blue, the coastline looked beautiful. Mountains rising behind the town gave it a certain dramatic flair. So he booked an apartment for 30 days. By day 4, however, Carl had started to wonder if he might have made a small miscalculation. His routine had become surprisingly predictable. Wake up, grab the camera, walk the promenade. Drink a coffee, walk the promenade again, and repeat. Which raised a fairly reasonable question. What exactly do tourists come here to do?
All right, I've just got a bus to a town called Ksamil. Bit of a hard one to pronounce, Ksamil, and it is about 20 to 30 minutes ride from Saranda. And I've seen it as attraction online. Honestly, when you look up images and pictures of Saranda, often you're going to see pictures of this town. Just one of those things that tourists seem to do, always showing the much prettier town. trying to get tourism, but look, it is in the same area. Now, once again, it is only the start of March here, so it is totally off season. But I'm going to explore and see if, did I make a mistake when booking Saranda? Should I have come to the town of Ksamil? Well, let's find out. So the bus here only cost €150 lek, which isn't much. And those buses run every half an hour.
So Carl decided it might be time to try something different. If Sarandë itself felt a little quiet, perhaps the real attraction was something nearby. Just 20 minutes south of town sits a small coastal village named Ksamil, a place known for its beaches, small islands, and water so blue it almost looked digitally enhanced. And standing here for the first time, Carl had to admit something. It looked extremely promising.
As I got off the bus, just walking down the street, I saw the ocean. I thought, all right, that's where I want to be. Because it was a nice sunny day today. I thought, why not get out and explore? Honestly, there's not too much to do in Saranda, at least in the off season. This looks super pretty though.
The water shifts between deep turquoise and pale blue. Small islands sit offshore, close enough that on a calm day, you could probably swim to them. Looking out across the bay, Carl briefly had a thought many travellers experience when they discover something beautiful. Perhaps he had booked his accommodation in the wrong place. Maybe he should have stayed here instead. But as Carl continued exploring Ksamil, he started noticing something. Something that didn't quite appear in the travel photos. The restaurants were closed. The beach bars were closed. A few places looked like they might open eventually.
All right, as you can see behind me, it's quite pretty, but everything's under construction. So maybe I made the right choice for this time of year, but look, I've just got here, so keep on exploring. I guess that's the thing though, like with this kind of town, you only come here to come swim at the beach. So all that's left to do is eat and drink. Except I'm cooking at home and I'm not drinking at the moment. I think I better take up drinking.
It slowly became clear that Ksamil in early spring is not the same place people talk about in July. In a few months, this coastline will probably look completely different. Playing music, beach chairs filling the shoreline, boats moving between small islands. And if Carl returned here during those months, he might very well choose to stay here. But today's Ksamil feels like a beautiful village, quietly waiting for summer to begin.
Bit of a ghost town. Beautiful, beautiful beach, stunning islands. They've got a couple of boats that are giving people little tours, but other than that, I did see 2 tourists try to go for a swim, but it was too cold. So at first I was like, when I saw the beauty of this place, I was like, oh, I should have stayed here. But now I'm realizing, no, Saranda was the right choice for this time of year. But 100%, if it was summer, I would be coming here. I imagine this would be a completely little party town. So I'm on the hunt for some food. If I could find any. So far, every place is shut, but I have a feeling if I go down into the main road, not the beach area, there's gonna be some things. But yes, Ksamil is a seasonal tourist town. So yeah, perfect for one day, but I wouldn't come and stay here anywhere from probably November to March.
Spending a month in Saranda might not have been such a bad idea after all. Compared to much of Europe, life here is still relatively affordable. A coffee along the waterfront will empty your wallet, and a decent meal can still be found without too much searching, which for Carl is something he notices immediately. After spending the better part of living in Vietnam, almost everywhere else in the world now feels a little expensive, even places that are technically affordable. Still, Saranda sits in an interesting middle ground, cheaper than most countries in Europe and considerably easier on the wallet than Australia. And for someone planning to stay a while, that suddenly makes the decision to book a month here seem slightly less reckless. Carl returns to Saranda with a slightly better understanding of the place he chose to spend the next few weeks.